What's up guys, welcome back to the travel vlog. Today is going to be awesome because we are at Banff National Park in Alberta in Canada. Now this is a park that I've been wanting to go to for two reasons, actually three reasons. One, its sheer beauty. Two, it's within driving distance of me. And three, most Canadian national parks allow dogs. So yeah, I wanted to take Pepper along for an adventure. So speaking of the adventure, it doesn't actually start right now. It starts a couple hours earlier where we get to Lake Louise way too early. So wow, first impressions, and this truly is stunning. It's just before sunrise and the sun's actually starting to touch the peak. Pepper, let's go. We'll be back here later anyway, and the sun will be fully up, so things are looking good. Right now we're on the trail to Lake Agnes. It's a 3.4 kilometer hike, but it should lead to a very secluded spot and really nice looking lake, so let's go. The sky doesn't even look real. Stuff like this is exactly why I love to travel. So we made it to the tea house, as well as Lake Agnes. Oh, hello, bird. Ooh, yeah. So following that beautiful hike, we made it to the gorgeous Lake Agnes. And not only is this just a stunning location, but it's also home to a tea house, Lake Agnes Tea House. And even though we are far from civilization, this is a fully functioning tea house. The supplies to make the tea are actually walked up to the house, so it's very traditional and it's very authentic. Unfortunately, they only take cash, and I didn't withdraw any Canadian dollars, so I'm not going to get any tea today, but it's still awesome making it all the way out up here. So the walk to the lake was entirely uphill, which means the walk down is entirely downhill, which means this is yet another travel vlog where I get to complain about my knees. What is this, an XYZ coaster video? So, as much as I would have enjoyed watching the sunrise over Lake Louise, I do like the lack of crowds on this trail here. Besides, it was kind of cloudy this morning, so sunrise was probably a little anticlimactic, but still. Check out this place. Whenever I take Pepper hiking somewhere new, I just love her attitude of, I don't know where we're going, but I can't wait till we get there. Oh hey, welcome back. So yeah, this is Lake Louise, which is a very, very stunning location. You've probably seen a picture of this lake somewhere, and it's no wonder. The lake is just this very unique turquoise color, and then the mountain backdrop, all the very tall trees. It's a landmark to be sure, and that's why I got here so early, so I can be sure to get a parking space and actually see the lake. And yeah, I gotta say, for a touristy stop, it's absolutely worth it. Getting the pictures are fun, seeing the pictures are fun, but there's nothing like seeing it in person. For my very first impression of Banff National Park, Lake Louise is an absolute winner.
That's 70 million. You must have said 21.
From BC.
So if this seems like it was a weird jump cut, it's because this was filmed the following day. So this is Moraine Lake. It's not too far from Lake Louise, and just like Lake Louise, there is some stiff competition with the parking situation, and today was no different. In fact, it's probably even more competitive here because it's got a much smaller lot than Lake Loraine. Louise, not Louise. This is Moraine. I'm so tired. But yeah, for a narrative constructive sense, it just made more sense to put this right after Lake Louise than some little tail end off the end of yesterday. So fortunately, we were able to get a parking space. Unfortunately, our luck ran out with the weather. While I would have liked the very nice blue background, no wind, honestly, the clouds do look pretty nice. It's got this very ethereal feel. It feels so secluded from everything else. We are far away from civilization. So yeah, everything turned out okay. Over here. Pepper, over here. Now that the sun's finally out, I can actually show you what this trail looks like. Looks like mud. We were actually standing on this pile of rocks here. Yeah. So just driving through the park alone is an experience in and of itself. The mountains here are just ridiculously beautiful. This absolutely reminds me of my time in Alaska, where I only had a day to experience everything. But once I came in, I just realized, man, I really need more than a day to be doing all this stuff. But I'm really glad that I could make it out here, even if it's just for this. So now we are on our way to Silverton Falls. Not really a visit to a national park unless you're checking out a waterfall. This one is supposedly a pretty short hike. According to the trailhead, it's about 7/10 of a kilometer, so not very far. So yeah, let's check it out. I do like how this trail looks completely different from the ones that I found at Lake Louise. Oh, this is a good sign. So in order to leave Silverton Falls, you have to go down this steep terrain where in parts it looks like you're going to die. For example, I mean, it's obvious that a landslide caused this, but of course, Pepper could not care less. So that was a neat set of falls. Obviously, it's not the most impressive falls ever seen. Heck, it's not even the most impressive falls on this channel. But I really, really like how tucked out of the way this was. And despite being hidden away, it's actually a very short walk to get there. So yeah, it's a very nice, quick, easy stop if you're in Banff National Park and just want to check some waterfall quotas. Plus, like the rest of Banff, the scenery is just absolutely beautiful. So the last of the sort of e-ticket stops for today is Johnston Canyon. Now this is a very, very popular spot. In fact, I had to improvise my own parking situation. But yeah, it's a set of 2 waterfalls that we're looking for. One's about 1.2 kilometers away, the other's about 2.5. So yeah, it's going to be a very long hike, but should be a lot of fun. That's interesting. The sign has the distances in miles. Very un-Canadian-like. Once again, hats off to Banff for trails that just look completely different from one another. Been to other national parks before where sometimes all the trails start looking the same, but so far all of these trails have been very distinct and very different. So we haven't reached any of the falls yet, but the cascades just keep getting bigger and bigger, so I'm very excited to see what these falls look like. These walkways are so unique, I really like them. Oh, except for the fact that they're very, very narrow. So I've got to say, Johnston Canyon was simultaneously one of the best parts of this trip and also one of the worst parts of this trip. So what do I mean? The trail itself is really, really cool. It's very unique, it's very well set up. The fact that it winds its way through the canyon, it takes you through the canyon, wiggles its way up to these waterfalls, that is really, really cool. You get some pretty awesome vantage points from it. The downside, they're too narrow. They are way too narrow. And today was only moderately busy, if you could even call it that. So with the level of crowds that I have, I cannot imagine how just congested and backed up it would be on a boiling hot summer day with so many people trying to traverse this trail at the same time. And then the rub is the waterfalls, they're good, but at the same time, are they worth it? That's to be determined. I thought the Upper Falls was actually really, really cool. So I guess my advice to you if you go to Banff and want to do Johnston Canyon, one, I do recommend it, but two, I recommend it if you go sort of off-peak, go maybe during a weekday, on a slower day, but a day where you can get the trail all to yourself, because if you can just enjoy the trail without the crowds, then it's a really fun experience. Meanwhile, with the crowds, I saw an awful lot of irritated people on the trail, but overall, a very, very fun experience. So one pretty important aspect to Banff National Park that I really wanted to check out was the town of Banff itself. Yeah, there's a full-fledged town here, have a pretty cool looking downtown area, but unfortunately ran out of time. However, not wanting to completely scratch Banff off the list, we stopped by Bow Falls here. It's pretty cool that the actual town itself has a waterfall this close to its city limits. So yeah, it may not be the most spectacular falls, but hey, they got better falls than most cities. And yeah, that will pretty much conclude our time in Banff National Park. This was an absolutely excellent time. Not gonna quite wrap it up just yet. There's one more stop we're going to, so I'm just gonna say, yeah, Banff National Park. Loved it, highly recommend it, can't wait to come back. So now we are in Canmore, which is outside of Banff National Park. It's where we're staying, and even though it's outside of the national park, it still looks beautiful around here. So right now we're just going into town, gonna see if we can stop by Mutt Hut, which is a pretty awesome looking pet store. Grab some dinner, just walk around, should be a fun evening. think you can fit in that. Happy? There you go. One more walking trail today. Well, it's the end of the day, and I am drunk, so I think it's time to end the video. Yeah, this was a fantastic day. Whole lot of walking around, but a whole lot of beautiful sights. Man, this day just could not have gone any better. Actually, it could have if there was more than 24 hours in a day. I 100,000% recommend Banff National Park. Yeah, come to Canada. This place is a lot of fun. The people here are very nice. I know it's a stereotype, but it seems like I always come across the best ones. So anyway, that's going to do it for this video. Be sure to watch the Callaway video if you haven't already. But thank you guys so much for watching. I will see you in the next one. Take care.